Hello, Mavericks. How's it going? This is Rob Reinhold. It is March 28th, 2023, and I'm going to keep this currency recap fairly short because not a whole lot happened today, and I think we're in for that for another couple more days. So instead of going through things in depth, the news of the day is that there really wasn't any news. There was low energy all day. The S&P had a range of about 0.5% for the whole day from the high to low. We saw bonds basically go nowhere. We saw commodities slightly higher. If we take a look, you can see gold and oil up about 1%, crypto up 0.7%. That is like a nothing move in crypto. And you can see the S&P and the VT World Index basically flat for the day. This is a day where not a whole lot happened and you didn't want to be trading actively. If we take a look at where we are in the daily charts, you can see here that it's been 6 candles. We've been stuck between 3940 and 4000 for the last 6 candles. And we are smack dab in the middle of it, smack dab between the 50 and 20-day moving average that have now flattened out and going nowhere. This is just telling us there's nothing going on right now. Until we get a break, we want to be trading less, not more. Take a look at the VT, same thing. It's actually a little bit weaker. It's trading at the 20 MA, but you can see these candles. There's no indication that the market is going anywhere right now. We come over here to cryptos in the crypto basket. You can see that they've been going sideways for about 2.5 weeks now. Nothing is going on. When we take a look at the performance, let's pop in on the cryptos here. Look at these moves, 0.5%. That's like nothing. Now, for some reason, Ethereum decided to have a 3% move today. There was nothing that would telegraph that, but we'll take a look at the chart of Ethereum. It's simply right in the middle of its trading range. Nothing really happened other than it had a little bit of a bounce off the bottom. We come over here to the foreign currencies. You can see that the Swiss franc was the worst performer, down almost 1%. That was really the only good trade all day today would be short Swiss franc. Here's the problem. There was nothing in a chart that would have ever told you to be short Swiss franc. You would have had to have been trading totally wrong in order to catch this move. We can see that the Aussie and Kiwi went up about 0.5%, probably more on the commodities that strengthened up, and the dollar went down 0.5%. Other than that, look at the numbers. 0 on yen, 0 euro, 0 CAD, 0 on the pound. This is a day where nothing all that significant happened. And it makes sense. Look where we are in equities. We just had this rally off the bottom. We're stuck between moving averages. There's no news out. There's no news. We are truly at a 0 here. And if we look at the calendar, we can see that we've got a little bit tonight. We've got Australian CPI tonight. On Thursday, boy, that German CPI, I can't imagine that's going to be all that important. We really don't have anything of any importance until Friday morning. And that core PCE price index we talked about in the currency room is probably going to be the big mover of the week. So here we are on Tuesday. We've got nothing on a calendar. We've got nothing going on in charts. We have no energy in this market. And it doesn't look like it's going to change until Friday. That's where we are. So let's take a look at a few things. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a ton of time because ultimately everything is pretty much range bound. Let's pop into Ethereum because Ethereum had a 3% run today. And you can see all that happened was we got down to the bottom of its range and it had a little bounce and now we are at the midpoint of its range. Okay, we take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at the bottom of its range. So maybe it has a little bit of a pop tomorrow, but to where? You know, we're looking at maybe $200 move in Bitcoin at best. That is not a big enough move to get us excited here. So everything is basing in cryptos. And we come to the dollar, and the dollar is weakening slightly. But when we take a look at it, it's weakening slightly. It's an okay trade. But take a look across the board. Yen is not telling us to really do anything here. It's just not telling us anything. Euro has been one of the strongest currencies, but you can see here, not really doing anything at the moment. Swiss franc had this weakness out of nowhere, but now we're coming down into some support levels. Across the board, nothing looks great. Here we have the pound. It looks like it's ready to charge. We are right at these resistance levels, but guess what? This is a 4-hour chart, so we've been here for the last 3 days, And frankly, we've got some resistance here. I don't think this thing can break out unless there's some sort of news that pushes it out. We come over to the CAD. CAD is right between trading ranges. So again, there's no reason at all to think anything is trending here. If you're going to click a button, it needs to be range-bound trading only, meaning you're just trying to buy the highs and lows. I don't do that kind of trading. I keep my capital dry, and I wait for the market to build some energy. So until we see the market build some energy, I am on the sidelines across the board. If you don't have the discipline to sit out, here is where we are right now. You can see we are uninterested in anything between the +1 and the -1. It's just not moving strongly enough. And that's literally everything except for pound and Swiss franc. And look, pound is at resistance, can't break higher. Swiss franc is at support, not breaking lower. The only trade you could take a look at would be a pound Swiss franc trade. And I hate that trade. But since this is our board, I'll take a look at it. But I highly encourage everyone just to sit out and wait for a better trading environment. So let's go ahead and take a look at pound Swiss franc. I'm sure you could hear the excitement in my voice, but here we are. Pound Swiss franc. I'm going to pull up a daily chart first. Oh, and surprise, here we are in the middle of a range. We are going nowhere. We're going nowhere. Okay, we just had a move that looks like it's up to... we just had an up move, which is off that little bout of Swiss franc weakness, but where's it going to go? 114? That's like 60 pips until the absolute high of a target. This is just not a good trade whatsoever. So look, if someone said, I have to press the button, someone's got a gun to my head and they're saying I have to click the button. Okay, go long pound Swiss franc if you need to save your life. Other than that, there's no reason at all to trade this. There is not enough upside potential to make it even close to worth risking your capital. Keep your capital safe. Keep it dry. When the move comes, we'll be ready to grab it. I know it's the end of the month, and I know I've got at least a trader or two out there that says I've only got 2 or 3 more days to add on to my monthly pip count. Guess what? There's nothing going on. There is nothing to add to your pip count. I know you think that there's a little bit that you can catch here and there. It's not worth it. My advice is just to wait for Friday, see what Friday brings, and hopefully we'll break out from that. So my advice is trade less, not more. Wait till Friday. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.